So unfortunately I wasn't recording this run. I didn't think it would work at all. Hopefully it still doesn't, so you can see the entire fight, but on the off chance that it does, I think it's best that you, I don't know, maybe you can see like the rest of the fight or something. Um, I'm actually really annoyed that you didn't get to see it, but yeah, it looks like I might actually win here. Yeah, okay, yeah, I've won. This has actually really pissed me off. It's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. I'm just going to go over the basic premise of my fight here. Okay, after the fight. I'll probably try and re-record it at some point, but okay. I go over my team composition here, and why I use them during the fight. As usual, I usually just, I mean, I only do this because I'm a complete noob. I basically write down, well, I basically like do a scouting run and see as many Pokemon as I can. At least 4. But generally, if I can defeat the first 4, the last 2 don't really matter. Even though they're stronger, we'll usually have enough Pokemon to survive. So we always have an opening lantern. So what the my initially my plan was to use Graveler. The plan was to, yeah, as you can see, I put speed on it, purely thinking like maybe I can outspeed it, but obviously it's a fucking Graveler, 69 speed. I'm never gonna outspeed anything, so it's a pretty pointless EV to have. So my original plan was to use Explosion. Now I thought, reading from Bulbapedia, that it would do 250 damage minus her defense, which would probably be enough to kill it, but unfortunately it leaves it on about, I think it's about 15% HP, so it ended up being absolutely fucking useless. But then I thought, oh, the Lapras actually freezes the ground, which makes Earthquake good. And Lapras is, well, it's not weak against ground type moves, but it'd at least be something. Like the main point of it is the Sturdy though. So even though it's a water gym and I do get one shot, Sturdy leaves me with 1 HP. Didn't really work out. Bit of a meme, but you know, it's 5th gym, nothing too difficult. My actual MVP of this fight, you can probably see from the clip I did see of the fight, was Goodra. I managed to, um, I think I killed Lantern in 2 turns with Power Whip. It does 50% HP each time. Uh, it, it, I think it took me down to about 75% HP. I somehow outsped it, even though I have um, no speed, EV or IV. I do only have 73 speed. I guess it must have like a really low speed baseline. As you can see though, I have pretty decent attack and special attack. Really high. I put all my EV into attack and special defense because obviously a lot of their moves are going to be water based, or so I assumed, but you know it doesn't really matter. A power whip, you know, just 120 power, 85 accuracy, but as you know, it's Pokemon. If you don't hit, you just end up resetting. Just do a Jix special there. Land's Wrath too, you learn that at level 100, I believe. Metro has decided to add in abilities at level 99 for some Pokemon, and then again at 100, but for the most part, as I found, it's mostly just level 100, and then nothing between 100 and 125. 125 being the cap. Yeah, really, really good move actually. Obviously, I've not had much use used for it yet. It's actually really impactful versus the Quagsire, which I found that had 4x weakness to grass, a really low speed. So I think I 2-hit that too, and it used some useless ability against me, like Surf or some shit. I think it generally just likes to use Surf for whatever reason. I might be wrong there. I've already forgotten the fight. What else do I kill? Azumarill. I can see that it was weak to electric, grass, and poison. It did have pretty high HP, so it's sort of a trap actually. I tried to use Magnezone there. Again, it had the sturdy. I think I've pretty much built this wrong for this gym, especially. You actually want defense rather than special defense, because showing my inability to play this game here, I thought Fire Punch was actually a elemental move, but it's actually a physical move, meaning that defense is what you want. Again with the sturdy, like I don't really think you can play Magnezone without sturdy. Like maybe if you had like really decent defense, but obviously I don't. I think Fire Punch ended up doing like 55% of my HP, so that's obviously a 2-shot. If you had defense, maybe it would only do 45, which would make it actually a decent Pokemon for this fight. Again, just discharge. I think a 2-shot. The Azumarill, and actually, I think it actually one-shot it. I might possibly do this fight again just for the recording, if I have time. Next up we had, so Articuno. Just want to explain why I picked this here. So if you look at this ability here called Freeze Dry, it's at the very bottom. It's special effective on water types. I thought, man, okay, 70 power. That's a little bit low, but it's super effective. That's going to do so much damage. Nope, apparently I'm wrong. It ended up doing maybe about 35-40% of a Pokemon's health, even though it was water. And it actually didn't affect Lapras at all, which I thought was a water type, but apparently not. It must have some resistance with its other type. I'm not actually sure what it is. Water Dragon, maybe? I have no idea. He also we faced Tentacruel. He was a... I think I used Jinx to kill him, actually. Because of my... I'll show you my stats here. Yeah, I think he just used Toxic. I'm not sure if that's a physical move, but it didn't really do that much damage. I have pretty much max EV in HP and obviously max IV. The EVs are actually pretty scuffed on this though. Yeah, it was before I realized that Pokemon battles actually gave you EV points, but not much you can do. Again, my basic premise with this is basically just to use Lovely Kiss. Obviously, you can't use Ice Beam on Tentacruel because it takes half damage from Ice. Tentacruel actually has high special defense too, but even still, it's pretty weak to Psychic moves, so obviously Psychic being a 90 power move, I think it died in 2 shots, even though I have pretty much 0 special, well, actually yeah, so you have pretty base special attack anyway. I think maybe with full EV and special attack you might be able to one-shot it. Maybe, I'm not too sure. Anyway, it was a pretty easy Pokemon to defeat. Then obviously you saw at the end just Goodra just slapping everyone with her grass type. I think Starmie is 2x and Quagsire is 4x. But what's actually interesting is Starmie has a very high speed, but for some reason my Goodra here has no IV or EV in speed. And I only have 73, but somehow I outsped it on the first ability. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe Maybe it actually has only a medium speed, but like because of your IV and EV just gets insane. I'm not sure. We'll have to look that up. But yeah, I'm sorry again for not recording the fight. Like I even said to Jix, why not record every single attempt? And I think he does, but obviously I'm a complete noob thinking that I wasn't going to kill the fight because I thought, well, my original plan was to have Graveler just obviously just explode or use Stealth Rock. Neither of those actually any good. Caracosta again, not really worthwhile in this fight. Articuno, easily replaceable in this fight. The ability, what was it called? Freeze Dry, not really that impactful. Maybe with some special attack there. Have I not EV trained this at all? Yeah, okay. So that probably explains it. Like, if you did have EV trained in special attack, it might be actually useful. Obviously, I built it wrong, probably. No idea what half these abilities do during the fight. Probably pretty good. I think nothing was actually weak to flying anyway, so I don't know. I just wanted to make like a meme comp, really. Like, I think I think having Graveler in your team is definitely a good meme. But yeah, on to the next gym, I guess. Apparently this is the last of the easy gyms, so this should be interesting. Just glad I got this far, I guess. See you the next gym.